Hello and welcome to episode 5 of
The Eldritch Podcast.
I'm Margaret.
I'm Jack.
I had spit in my mouth the whole time we were saying that.
Wow.
I hope you didn't hear the of it all. Yes, welcome to episode 5. I'm going to say this every single time. Can't believe it's episode 5.
Wow.
You know,
Can't
like
believe it's episode 6.
old people are like, oh, can't believe it. I say old people, that's me. I'm
Yeah.
that person who's like, can't believe it's 2023 already.
I mean, I can't,
I
but I also can because it's very real, unfortunately.
also can't believe it's episode 5. So
Yeah. Which one's more unbelievable? It's 2023 or it's episode 5?
episode 5.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Indeed. So, anything you want to update on?
Not really. I think it's been quite a few days.
I love how every time I ask, you're like,
I ponder the last few days.
and it's never anything.
No, I'm going to Newcastle tomorrow.
You are going to Newcastle tomorrow for your brother's birthday.
We're going to go see a random death metal band in Newcastle.
In a brewery, is
In
that
a
right?
brewery, yeah. That's classic death metal.
Classic death
Just
metal.
gotta cram them gigs in wherever you can because
Hell
nobody wants you there.
Hell yeah. We went to that gig. I
Yeah.
think last episode we
That
said
was-
that we were going to the gig on the night.
That was amazing, yeah.
Amazing. The gig
Great
was absolutely...
In Sunderland.
Yeah, we have a multi-episode sponsor with Holding Absence,
Yeah.
you see. Yeah.
Got
So,
a deal going on.
Holding Absence. Real
Thanks
good.
for sponsoring
Thanks
this
for-
episode of
yeah.
the Eldritch Podcast.
I do just want to clarify, they obviously, they did not sponsor us.
Sadness.
Yeah. Oh, Holding Absence, sponsor us. Anyway, today's topics,
Yeah.
or should I say topic, we are going to do some Dungeons and Dragons
Dungeons and Dragons.
unpopular opinions. I thought that would be really fun. I completely got this idea because Simply Podlogical, they released an unpopular opinions video, and I was like, that would be fun to do that for D&D stuff.
That sounds fun. I'm excited to see what they are because I haven't seen any of them, of course.
No, you haven't seen any of them. They are a range of just like silly, funny ones
Yeah.
to like really fucking stupid ones.
Yeah.
To
Can't wait to unpack all that.
to some ones that I think we actually probably agree with.
Fair enough.
So,
I imagine there'll probably be some that we'll agree with.
yeah, there is. I reckon so. There's.
Oh, I'm excited.
It's funny because I know what they are.
Yeah, I know. You do every week and I have no clue.
I do. Also, before we start, I want to say thank you so much to the 2 people who commented on our previous videos. Like, it's when I say the 2 people, like really 2 real human beings found our videos and they cared enough to leave us a
Yeah,
comment.
found them interesting enough to
Yeah.
comment on what we said.
And one of the comments was really in depth. It was like it was a running commentary. It was specifically about like being a forever DM. And the other one was about Puss in Boots. So
Fair.
the duality of comment. But
Yeah, thanks. And thanks everyone who's watched the videos
Yeah,
and
thank you,
engaged
thank
with
you.
the channel in any capacity, whether it's on YouTube or TikTok or whatever.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.
super, super, super exciting. Thank you. Okay, so without further ado,
Yeah.
let's get into Dungeons and Dragons unpopular opinions.
Okay.
So, straight out the gate with a kind of a funny, silly one.
Okay.
So, Dungeon Synth should be played often as a D&D background music when the DM is telling a story. I played once with friends, and when the DM started telling the story, he played metal in the background, which is nice and all, and then in brackets they clarify, I'm a huge black metal fan, so don't get me wrong here. But it doesn't fit into the medieval fantasy story. Dungeon Synth, on the other hand, fits perfectly in my opinion.
Okay. Is Dungeon Synth like a genre?
Apparently so. They actually linked a song in the comments as well. The link is broken now, so I couldn't listen to what it was.
Okay.
So, but I we can picture
Yeah, I can picture
potentially what this person's on about.
Yeah. But also, see, it's I would love it if every time I talked as the DM, black metal. Just
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
background.
yeah. You know,
Oh, this guy said just heavy metal.
yeah, well, yeah, no, they just played metal, yeah, but they are a huge black metal
This
fan.
dude's a black metal fan, but he says it doesn't fit.
Don't know
in
if
the
they're a
fantasy setting.
dude, but
Oh,
yeah.
we're just presuming there.
Yeah. This reminds me of when we first started the podcast. Jack's brother is heavily involved in music. For example, all of these mics are his. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for helping us out.
He was like, "You're gonna need a jingle, aren't you?"
Let me write you a jingle.
And we were like, "Hell yeah, we're gonna need a jingle." Then he was like, "You're gonna want fucking loads of weird synths in it and
Yeah,
shit."
he did say that,
He
didn't
did.
he?
He did say that.
And
And
do you know what? I just didn't realise synths and D&D was such
yeah,
a...
it's like the 80s, isn't it?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also, as we've established, 2023 and not the 80s anymore.
So I think the thing with the synths is, in our great lords 2023,
Yeah.
is Stranger Things, right?
Yeah, true. True, yeah, because obviously even in the intro and that, there's a lot of synths and that's obviously heavily related to D&D.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But yeah, I guess if you're talking, like, I can see where this dude's coming from in terms of, like, I said, dude, this person's coming from in terms of synths probably go very well when your DM's telling the story, but metal can also do that.
Yeah.
It depends. Are they telling a story about the beautiful, lush Feywilds of the universe, and in the background it's like sugar, 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 then maybe not.
Yeah.
But if it's like setting up for an epic battle, I
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah,
think of
yeah.
anything better than that.
Perfect example of this, Attack on Titan's final season, part 93, 220, 12,
Yeah.
whatever. The intro to that
Epic
very
metal.
metal, very fucking cool.
Very heavy
Imagine
metal.
that.
That would be sick.
That'd be really sick.
I think I know that in the last
Your mouth made such a funny noise. I'm sorry.
well, you're always calling me out for the weird noises I make. The mic's right in front of my face. What am I
It was
supposed
like,
to do? I know in the last episode of campaign 2, no spoilers of Critical Role.
Yep.
There is a fight.
Yep.
No, it's the second last episode. There's a big fight,
Mhm.
and basically someone wrote Matt a soundtrack,
Oh,
and it was just blast beats and double bass
that
and
is so fucking
shredding
cool.
guitars. Like a few times in the, it's every time like Yasha has her turn. For some reason, the heavy metal
Kicks
on
in.
the soundtrack just kicks in. It's just
Yeah.
like pinch harmonics and stuff like that.
Man, that's fucking cool.
I think in a fight, heavy metal in D&D is always welcome. Yeah, maybe not when they're telling the story. I can understand that.
Yeah. I think music is such a huge tool in D&D.
Yeah,
We
agreed.
love using music. You specifically, and me when I DM'd, we pick out really specific musical pieces to go with certain things, and it just elevates it.
Yeah, sometimes I even like I have a description, and then I'll find the piece of music, and then I'll like find the crescendo of the music, and I'll try and like time what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it like crescendos at the crescendo pattern of what I'm saying, so it's like extremely epic.
Yeah, in my campaign, when you guys had dreams, beforehand I sent them out a document and I was like, give me 3 songs that you think represent your character. And in your dream sequences, they were always backed by one of those 3 songs. And one of the songs that Abby, our friend, picked was Oblivion by Grimes. So there was this really fucking cool dream sequence where I found like this mix up of Oblivion, and it just...
And Josh also picked what was it?
Shooting Stars by Bag Raider. Boo, boo, doo, boo, boo, doo.
But it was like the bardcore version.
It was the
wasn't it?
bardcore version. He basically took loads of drugs and ascended.
Yeah, and
So-
Margaret, I sent Margaret all my pieces of music, and then she just
Got it wrong.
got it wrong and just put a random piece of music in there.
Yep, got it completely wrong. I thought one of your songs was it Claire de Lune? I thought it was that. And there's another piece that sounds very similar. God, oh no, I'm gonna get my head come for again.
Just don't say it.
I know.
Just don't say the titles.
Oh,
Nobody can. Basically, she thought it was one piece of music, and
Yep.
it wasn't, and it was a different one.
Sorry.
So she kept playing the wrong piece of music.
Played the wrong piece of music every time, and then because the piece of music is quite a popular one, it would
Yeah.
come on adverts or TV, and I'd be like, "That's your song,"
And I was like,
but you'd always be like, "Yeah,
yeah, because you know at the beginning of the campaign when you write things about your backstory,
yeah,
or you
yeah.
say things about your backstory, and you're like, yeah, this is an integral part of my backstory, and then you just start playing the character and you just forget.
yeah."
And
It
you just some things just
simply no longer is.
they're just not as important as you think they are at the
Yeah,
beginning.
yeah, I agree.
But
So yes,
is it an unpopular opinion?
No,
Probably
I don't,
not.
I don't think so. I think Dungeon Synth sounds fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
agreed. Even though I
Agreed.
don't really know what it sounds like.
No.
But I have an imagination of what I think it sounds like,
Mm.
and that would go very well.
Yeah, agreed. I also think metal. Very cool.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. I also think metal.
Yeah.
Probably metal over synth, personally.
Okay, so the next unpopular opinion.
Okay.
D&D should be played in person on paper. D&D and all other tabletops should be played in person with books and character sheets printed out on paper. These phone apps and websites take away from sitting down and being in the moment with your friends when you make up fun stories. Online games will never replicate what makes an in-person session special and are simply a diet way to play the game.
Uh-oh. I agree and also disagree.
Yeah, I think there's reasons why you agree and disagree, though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously.
and
Imagine if you were like, I agree and disagree. End of the episode.
End of podcast. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks, we
and
agree
that's why,
and disagree.
there's reasons, and let us discuss them
Yes.
now. In podcast format.
What? What?
So, me personally, if I'm ever going to play D&D in any capacity, I would like it to be, and probably wouldn't play it if it wasn't in person.
Yes, I totally agree with you. I think that's because we have never played an online game, but I think that's because we don't want to.
Yeah.
But
that's also because we're very privileged in the fact that our group is like, what, a 10-minute drive away, max?
Yes. We have to take into contact.
Into contact.
We have to take into consideration. Oh, no.
Into contact.
What's this? Oh,
It's the
I thought we
aliens.
were going to meet in the middle.
We can.
Into contact. Oh, imagine if I gave you the worst electric shock of your life there.
I would be sad.
Sorry. Anyway,
on.
yeah, we play with our friends. We are lucky enough to have friends in our friendship group who are into the same things we are, and into the same type of D&D that we are as well,
And live close.
and live close.
We're lucky in all of those regards.
Yeah, a lot of people don't have that,
No.
and you know what? I think online games is still better than not being able to play if you want to.
Yeah, of course. If so, I agree. So look, I agree with. It is better in person, in my opinion.
And yeah,
Some people don't have that luxury,
yeah.
especially during COVID.
Oh my god, exactly.
Like that obviously heightened the amount of games that turned to online
Absolutely,
because people still
yeah.
wanted to play and still wanted to like connect with their friends
Yeah.
and be in touch with them when they couldn't be.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was obviously a large part of it. I do not agree with pen and paper.
Oh no, yeah, no, I don't agree with the pen and paper
That's-
thing either.
It's cumbersome.
Yes.
Some people still. Matthew uses a sheet.
Yes.
You guys.
Saying that, me and Abby still use, all of us, we have personalized notebooks
Yeah.
which are like adapted to the D&D game.
You actually have spell cards.
I have physical spell cards.
So does Abby.
Yes.
But Abby also uses her phone. Josh uses his phone for all of his spells.
Yeah, and you used your phone for all of your spells as well.
And also, I have a laptop
That you run Tailspire on.
I have a laptop with me at the head of the table. I
Mm.
have my PC in the room behind us
Yeah.
that way that runs to this TV.
Yeah,
that-
you don't want to see it.
It's
a mess.
Don't see it.
It's a mess,
It's
it's a
not
mess.
It's streamlined.
No, it's not
Yes, it
streamlined. Do you know what streamlined means?
That looks sleek.
Yeah, no, this looks sleek.
Yeah, and that's what I have the battle maps on.
Fuck me. Everything else, you don't want to see
Oh yeah,
the
you
room
don't see in
behind
there.
us.
No, that's not streamlined. But,
No
but
way.
we don't play in there. We play out here.
We don't talk
We
about
don't
that.
talk about that. And our friend Matthew, he has, he makes our magical item app.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to Matthew's Homebrew app.
What's it called?
It's called Homebrew. Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
no.
Oh,
Get
no.
open your phone. Get open
Come
your
on,
phone.
My phone's recording.
No!
We'll
link it in the description.
We'll link it in the description.
It's amazing.
Our friend Matthew is a very talented software. Oh, fuck me.
I don't know.
So he's good at computer and
he
thing.
He does computer thing.
He does computer thing,
Yes.
and he made an app that we all exclusively use for our magic items.
Yes.
Basically, you can There's loads of presets.
Yeah, there's loads of presets, but you can make your own homebrew magical items, and we
Yep.
like to make our own homebrews.
Yep.
So you can put the name, you can
Mhm.
put the description, you can put if it needs attunement,
Yep.
you can put like the mechanics of it, what it does.
Yep.
They all have different categories like weapons, miscellaneous, staffs, amulets,
Yep.
rings, the
Yep.
lots.
And
And
the,
then all you do,
the best part of the whole thing
yeah,
is it creates a QR code,
yeah.
and literally you just have to get your phone.
I bring the QR code. I bring the QR code up here, and the person who wants it just gets the phone
Scan
out,
it.
scans
You have it. You can
Dope as
attune
hell.
to it. You can unattune to it. That has been such a huge quality of life thing for us.
I do not agree. D&D, there's a lot. You need a lot of things.
You need a lot of things.
And man, if there was 5 of us at this table and we were all, every single one of us used spell cards and pieces of paper and all those sorts of things, and that was handing out magical items on paper and
Yep.
things, or like new abilities that you get on paper. Nah,
Yep. I completely agree.
disagree.
And I don't think it takes away from being in the moment at all.
I would rather play D&D online than never play D&D, I think.
Yeah, me too.
Ever
Same.
again.
Yeah, no, me too. Because it's such an ingrained thing in my life. I think for me personally, I struggle a lot with, I have to see someone's like lips physically move to comprehend what they're
Are
saying.
you struggling right now?
This is why I hate these pop shields, because I can't see your mouth going, so I struggle. But I have to physically see someone's lips going.
Yeah.
Are you going to sit like that the whole time? You don't have to
No.
do that. And
I'm not going to.
then there's there's that thing sometimes, and this is me projecting, by the way. I'm sure a lot of people don't care about this, but you know that thing where you go to say something, then someone else goes to say something, and you're both going, oh, sorry,
Yeah.
no, you first. That makes me want to shrivel up and die.
Yeah.
Because as a human being, I'm not built for that.
No.
Not built for it. I'm not built for much.
Obviously,
Let me be
online,
honest.
the latency between, talking to each other does cause those, like, pauses and things like that,
Yeah.
But again, at the same time, some people don't have the luxury. Some people play with people in different countries,
Mhm.
people in different time zones,
Mhm.
people who live at the other end of the country.
And thank God for online things,
Yeah.
because I bet those people would have never met. Those people
Never
would have
met, yeah,
never
I know.
played like that.
So
And
you can say that it takes away from it and it shouldn't, but you definitely shouldn't. They didn't say that it shouldn't be played, did they?
no, it doesn't say it shouldn't. It just said it should be played in person. And online games will never replicate an online session, and it's a diet way to play the game, which
I don't like that.
completely disagree with.
That diet way to play the game. What if you can't play the game?
I
Other
know,
than that, then
yeah.
that's the full fat, baby.
Yeah, you tell him.
That's the full
The
fat.
cream on the top.
Yeah, that's if that's what you if that's how you get your fix of D&D.
Yep. And
that's full fat to you, and that's how you play the game.
and you like it, and you're happy with it, then 100%.
Yeah,
I bet so many friendships have been made
And-
purely
of
through
course.
playing online.
Yeah.
So that's that.
that's that.
That's that on that.
Unpopular.
Unpopular. Yeah. I reckon it's probably not that unpopular,
Well,
unfortunately.
no, the thing is, I understand, but
Yes, I understand.
that I feel like they're not taking into context of some other people don't get to have those luxuries.
Yeah. So, on to the third. D&D is better than any video game or movie. It's just better. Now, entertainment is objective, and I'm the guy who likes to talk to his 17 subscribers about wrestling in my closet for hours. Dude, same.
Right here, right now.
Big up to our 17 subscribers.
Yeah.
We couldn't do this without you. So take what I say with a grain of salt. D&D captures the full imagination and allows you to craft your own character and weave your own stories. The math may turn some people off, but it's simple mental math. Can't relate. There are no constraints on your imagination in this game, and that's what makes it infinitely better than a traditional contemporary entertainment. Could you react a little bit more?
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, I'm talking so much.
You're talking real fast, though, so I'm not having many places to interject.
Sorry. When I
Okay.
look up at you,
Okay.
sorry,
Okay.
I'm talking fast just so
Okay.
it's not really slow. Movies are slow and often predictable.
Depends which movie you're watching.
True. I mean, if you've got pea brain like me, every movie, no movie's predictable.
No movie's predictable. No,
Nothing.
you're quite good at guessing.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah,
No, you're pretty good at guessing
I am.
plot lines and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's because I pause every 10 minutes to have a discussion about what I'm watching.
Yeah, this person is clearly watching the wrong movies.
Yeah. They take common tropes and play them out without your care or advice. This doesn't even touch on how bad directors make certain movies unwatchable. feel like you've been stung here, dude.
Yeah, I feel like you've watched some real bad movies or
Yeah.
real bad. There's loads of great movies out there. There's loads of great series out there, especially at the minute. There's some absolute crackers coming out.
Yeah.
But I agree.
Yeah,
I do think
there
that
is quite a bit more, but I feel like that's kind of captured the essence of what they mean.
Okay.
They go on to say that video games are a bit different because you can go at your own pace, but you're still in the confines of the developers. And then D&D is none of these things if you're playing with the right dungeon master. Agreed.
Agreed. Yeah.
It is free, creative, and interesting. Allows you to build intricate characters with well-defined character traits. This allows you to build and progress through your own story at your own pace. And they finish off with,
Okay.
D&D is fantastic and more people should play it.
Hard agree.
Not everyone, though.
Oh no.
I didn't read this bit.
Oh no.
Not everyone, though, because that will ruin the game. And then I check r/RPG horror stories to see what happens when there are too many idiots playing.
Okay. Let's forget about that last bit.
I'm sorry, I
Yeah,
didn't
let's
see
forget
that
about that
bit.
last little chunk. But talking about the top bit,
Yep.
I think I would have to agree. I think because the thing is, if you're playing with the right DM and you're playing with the right group, and it's literally what you want it to be.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
are.
You craft the world.
You're the main character in those games and in those movies.
Who doesn't like being the main character sometimes?
Yeah, it's like the game can go the way you want it to go. You can make it what you want. Whereas a movie or a game, you don't have that freedom. No, but I don't think that movies are boring and games are boring.
No.
and stuff like that.
No, I don't think that.
I think some are, yeah, but definitely that's the beauty of D&D.
Exactly.
You're basically playing a game or starring in a movie
Mm-hmm.
that you write.
And you star in,
And you star in,
baby.
yeah.
Who doesn't want that?
I think, yeah, the only caveat is you need to be on the same page as your dungeon master in the group
Yes, definitely.
to get that fulfillment out. This person's
Yeah.
clearly got a banging group.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This person's obviously got a great DM and a banging group, and they're all on the same page.
Love that for you, to be honest. And the thing is, I don't think that this is really an unpopular opinion.
No.
I think a lot of people who play D&D probably would agree that it's better than any video game or movie.
I would agree.
And although at the same time, they're kind of two different things, right? Because for me personally, if I'm watching a movie, I was going to say ingesting. No, I'm not ingesting anything.
Ingesting the movie.
Oh, God.
Digesting.
Not even digesting, consuming. I'm like consuming entertainment, where in D&D, I feel like, baby, I am the entertainment.
You are, like, you are, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, you watch a movie and you watch a character do something, and, you know, sometimes it's like, why are you doing that? But it's like, when you're playing D&D, it's like, I'm the person making that decision.
Yeah.
So I mean, in those like awesome moments in a movie where like somebody does something heroic or somebody like gives their life or something like that, you can do that in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, and God,
you can be that hero.
that hits so different.
Yeah.
That hits totally different.
So I would. I don't think that's unpopular.
I don't think that's unpopular either. I
think
agree.
that's probably
Yeah.
unpopular with people who don't play D&D
Yes.
because they're like, how could it ever be that good?
Yeah. All of these would be unpopular, really, though. People who don't play D&D. Oh, yeah, normies get fucked. Okay, so number 4.
Uh-oh. I don't like that face.
Making a new D&D podcast / show is dumb. So many...
Agree.
Yeah, agreed. And cut it, quick. So many D&D players and DMs want to turn their campaigns into podcasts or shows because of popular things like Critical Role, spelt wrong, XP to level 3, etc.
Was that it?
No, there's more.
I was going
Sorry.
to say, please, for the love of God, don't let that be it, because that's a terrible, terrible point.
It gets worse.
Oh, great.
These
It's
are
already
all
bad.
These are all players and people at way different levels than average players. Those things are those people's jobs now. They play and operate at a level higher than average, which is why they're so popular. No one wants to watch a party of random, poorly thought out, or straight up copied characters with a DM who hasn't been around the ropes. That's just assuming.
That is assuming, man. Has this guy watched the first campaign of Critical Role?
Has this guy tried to start a D&D
Oh man,
podcast?
this guy has started it and it has bombed, and he's like, why does nobody want to watch my podcast or watch my game?
Or maybe
I'm the greatest player and DM on the planet.
Maybe someone they really don't like has started up and they're just, once again, projecting. So, I get wanting to have fun and just put something out there, but not every player wants to be recorded or on camera. Okay, fair enough.
That's fine.
Trying to force the idea just for the sake of trying to get popular or make money is just asinine. Do you think maybe this dude was trying to be convinced to play in a campaign?
Potentially.
I say this dude. There's nothing to say that this person
No.
is a dude. Even then, there is so much D&D content out there that is already so much better produced and staffed. The only people who would watch a new podcast / D&D show with low production are just their friends who want to show a little support. And even then, they might not actively watch or listen, just pop in to count as a view.
Right, okay, and what's wrong with that, my friend?
What's wrong with
that?
What's wrong with only getting a few?
What does that? Let's just say a podcast or a new show gets uploaded to YouTube, and this guy doesn't watch it. This person doesn't watch it. Why does it matter?
I know.
Why does it matter? Why has this person got such a bad opinion?
Listen, I feel like this is really personal. That's coming from within.
This is attacking me right now.
I know, that's why I picked it.
This person saying, "Oh, come in with bad production value, people that don't know the rules." I'll just hack back to the point that I said. This person can't have watched Critical Role season 1 because, no offense, the production quality in the beginning was horse shit,
pee poo poo,
absolute dog meat.
But who cared?
No one.
That has now gone on to having a fucking
series on Amazon Prime,
which has just been renewed for year-long contracts as well.
You got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Everyone has got to start somewhere. Critical Role started somewhere.
Yes.
It looked bad. They forgot the rules.
Yep.
They messed shit up all the time.
Yep.
No one cared.
People like people.
People like people. People don't like. Yeah, it's nice when it looks nice.
Yeah,
it's nice when it sounds nice. But people like personalities. You don't watch Critical Role just because. Yes, Matthew Mercer is a masterful storyteller.
Oh, yeah,
but,
well, yes.
You know, they're all amazing personalities.
And
they're all good people.
Yeah, you love them. So, Jack, in short, stop trying to turn every D&D adventure into an adventure show or podcast. It won't get popular. You won't make money.
Untrue.
Barely anyone will watch it. Thank you. I think maybe our backs are up a little bit because this is exactly what we're doing. I can recognise that.
But the thing is, right, I'm doing it because...
we fucking love D&D.
Yeah, we love D&D, and we did the first one. We literally did the first one to sort of see how it would feel. And we both sat here. I'm telling you what, the problem is, we'll go and sit in the front row, and we'll turn something on, and Margaret will pause it and be like, "Oh, remember that thing in this session?" And we'll talk about D&D.
We'll talk about D&D for hours.
The movie will be paused 10 minutes in, and we'll talk about D&D for about 3 hours. So we were like, well, why don't we just do it on a podcast?
Yeah.
We're not doing it because we want to get rich and famous. Yeah. We're not doing it. I mean, if I got rich and famous, fair enough.
That would be great. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not the reason we're doing it. We're doing it because we love D&D.
Yeah, like, I think you can't really go into anything fully with just the intention to make money and it work, right?
I mean, there probably is cases, but most of the time, no. Otherwise, you will just get found out for being...
Yeah, and listen, there is so much that goes into doing something like this. Yeah. Like, the absolute best part is us sitting down, having a conversation, having a laugh. But there is so much that goes behind the scenes as well that I think this person is just saying, oh, you just go in and you just fuck around and you expect to make loads of money. I think this feels like this has come from deep within.
Yeah, deep within. Do you want to know what, friend? Somebody uploads something. Just don't watch it.
Yeah, you don't want to watch it.
Just don't.
Don't watch it.
That's the solution for you and everyone else.
And it's these people are all at different levels than average players, and those things are those people's jobs now. It's like, well, where did you think they started?
I know, yeah.
Anyone you interact with who has some sort of a platform had to start somewhere.
Yeah, and also, like, the journey to get to being a good player is just as fun as being a good player. Like, learning.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, everybody around our table, everybody around our table is at a different level. Mm-hmm. I'm at a different level to you. You are at a different level to Abby. Yep. Abby to Matthew. Matthew to Josh. Everyone's different.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that you can't play in the same group.
That what makes it fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
That is what makes it so fucking funny.
But that guy's it's not that he's saying that like new people shouldn't broadcast D&D. It's like, why not?
I know.
Why not? Why can't they? Because you said so.
Yeah, I think this person's just been burnt.
Unpopular.
Yeah, that is
Get out of
unpopular. Get out of here.
Next. That's frustrating me, and I don't want to talk about that guy anymore.
Our ego is sufficiently hurt now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Owie. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Number 5.
Yeah.
People who run D&D from a module aren't real dungeon masters.
Oh my
I
god.
know, I'm sorry. It just gets worse from here. Being a dungeon master entails world building, story writing, and combat design.
No, it doesn't. It's
According-
none of those things.
According to who? Running from a module is closer to being the proctor of a standardized test. A lot of people put a lot of effort into their games, and then I see people talking about how ingenious they are from reading from a book they bought. And now, here are a few extra words to make sure I reach the amount of characters this post requires. So, your thoughts, Squire?
It's just not true.
That's just so... sorry, that's so
imagine
stupid.
if you were the greatest person at telling a story on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
You had like a voice like Morgan Freeman.
Oh, fuck.
And you had like the charisma of, I don't know, somebody extremely charismatic. And you were doing like Curse of Strahd or anything like that.
Yep.
And your players had never played it before.
Yep.
And they had the most magical experience because you're a great storyteller.
Exactly.
But you don't have the time to run a game. You don't have the time to think up a world. It consumes your life. Coming up with a world, coming up with everything in it, politics, environments,
Yep.
typography, everything.
Yep.
Coming up with a map, and then a story on top of that.
Yeah.
Like, you might want to be a dungeon master and like take your players through a story, but not have the time to do it.
Yeah.
And you might be just an amazing DM that just doesn't have the time.
Exactly. This is just, I'm sorry, this is just so wrong.
It's just so wrong.
They
aren't proper DMs.
I know, that is
What do you mean?
Absolutely.
What defines a proper dungeon
well,
master?
apparently, world building, story writing, and combat design.
Not true.
Not true.
Not true.
Categorically not true.
Not true at all.
I think this person is maybe a DM themselves, and maybe they
Who thinks he's a master? Who thinks they're a master craftsman of worlds?
Yes, they are incredible at world building and combat design, and I think maybe they're a bit upset because
somebody else said that they loved this dungeon master that ran Curse of Strahd for them one time, and they liked it more than your original world campaign.
Ouch.
Ooh. Do you want to know what? That probably would hurt. Maybe you should put in some more work, my friend.
Yeah, I think that's really, truly unfair to all the people. What I mean, what's the point in even having modules then? Do you know what I mean? That's why modules are a thing.
That's how a lot of people get into D&D.
Fuck me, we're all adults. We have jobs, we have mortgages to pay, we have shit we need to do.
Yeah.
So many people do not have the privilege to have the time set aside to be a DM.
No.
Doesn't mean you can't enjoy it.
Doesn't mean you can't be a DM.
Exactly.
And a successful one at that.
Completely agreed.
Don't like that person.
No, I think that is...
I hope I never meet that person.
You know what, Jack? I can tell you with almost absolute certainty you will not.
Good.
I
good.
I agree. I feel like that is an unpopular
That's really
opinion.
unfair, and I don't like it.
Yeah, that is unfair. I agree. If you've ever ran a module from a book, fucking good on you.
Yeah, and also don't let anyone tell you you're not a DM because you're just as much of a DM as anyone else.
Because you are. Because no one else.
Because do you want to know what? There's no rules about running a module. And nowhere in the module does it say, oh, by the way, I'm really sorry, you're not actually a DM because you didn't create this module.
Yeah. Also, anyone running Curse of Strahd, hit me up.
Yeah, we've never ran a module, but I feel like
Love to play Curse of Strahd.
well, maybe I'll run it.
But
But that means I'm not a DM,
Oh man.
and I will then never be able to DM again after that because all of my DMing powers will be sapped away from me because I ran a module.
Sexy vampires.
Doesn't matter.
Not running. Not being a proper DM. Unpopular.
Unpopular.
Okay, number 6. Picking a chaotic evil in D&D is pathetic.
Not even unpopular. Pathetic. Jesus.
No, yeah.
Pathetic.
So, the kind of player who picks chaotic evil is the one who cheats in Animal Crossing or changes his race every patch because of the 0.01 DPS increase in WoW.
Oh.
We get it.
Uh-oh.
You hate choices and consequences, so you just pick that because it lets you take whatever you want and kill whoever you want without having to wonder what your character would do. Also, no need to write a consistent backstory because you are an edgy teen and so unpredictable. LOL.
This person's obviously played with somebody who's done this.
Yeah. I swear the next time a player decides to go chaotic evil, I'll suddenly let 100 dragons attack him randomly in a street and kill him off permanently.
Is this person the DM?
I think this person has to be a DM. Yeah.
Because that's the only way you're going to get 100 dragons.
Well, who knows?
Unless you get a bonkers magic item early doors or something.
You get wish and you're like, listen.
100 dragons.
Hundo dragons.
So, this is tough.
This is tough.
This is tough
yeah.
Because unless it's done correctly,
Mm-hmm.
playing with a chaotic evil character
Yeah.
can become
Impossible.
difficult, not only for the players but for the DM.
Not fun.
It's tough for us because we all of you guys always play very good characters.
We do.
And we've never really ran into somebody who's played. We've had chaotic characters.
Yes.
But we've never had chaotic evil characters.
No, I think we have neutral characters.
Yeah, I think we have neutral characters, but neutral characters are far from evil.
Yeah, never an evil character. And you know what? We've said this before and we've discussed this with the group. I personally think there's no way you could play an evil character in a party of good characters.
Agree.
You all have to be evil or you all have to be good. And I know that is probably controversial. I know that's probably unpopular opinion.
I don't know if you all have to be evil or you all have to be good. I think, it depends. It depends. Because if it is chaotic evil, are they just going around killing people?
Like this person said, taking what you want, killing what you want.
That's. I would. Do you want to know what? I think I would hate to DM for that.
I would hate to DM for that.
I don't
as
think
well.
I could DM for that. I think I would have to either tell them to tone it down.
Yeah, you would have to have a conversation with it. Yeah.
They would have to potentially not play in the game.
Yeah.
And this person's obviously been stung by a player in their game.
Definitely. This feels once again very personal.
I think you got to look at it. If this person is the DM, which it sounds like they are,
yeah.
If you put a lot of time and effort
Mm-hmm.
and stuff into your world,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody just turns up and kills that NPC that was supposed to give the quest or supposed to be like a large plot point, that is hard to deal with.
And that's happened to us before in a previous campaign. A character who, we don't know, was supposed to be semi-important was immediately killed. And it was hard to deal with.
That was, I think, maybe a lapse in judgment by that player.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it
that
was...
happened. That wasn't an intentional thing.
It wasn't like an intentional,
no,
like,
it
I'm going to
wasn't.
do this to fuck the DM over.
No, it wasn't at
but
all.
I can imagine how this might feel like it's to fuck the DM over.
But I do want to say the ending statement of, I'll suddenly let 100 dragons attack him and kill him in a street, kill him permanently. That's not the way to deal with it either.
No, there's a better way to do it. Just say, I don't need to play a chaotic evil character anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's what you want to play, this isn't the game for you.
Yeah, or try meet somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Try meet it so it's not as cumbersome. But
maybe it's evil but not chaotic. Or maybe it's chaotic but not evil.
Yeah.
But those two together are tough.
And you know what? Actually, I am going to backtrack on what I said about the whole, you all have to be evil or you all have to be good.
Do you want to know what, Margaret? You can do that because it's your podcast.
Oh, thank
and
you.
You can say whatever you want.
Thank you so much. I think as long as it's not impacting the group negatively, then there probably is ways to do it.
You can play an evil or a chaotic character in a campaign and it not entail murdering all the NPCs, stealing from everyone, and burdening the DM and the other players.
Yes.
It can be just like a character reason.
I think...
Or a motive in your backstory that is like morally questionable, which would maybe lean on the side of being evil. Yeah,
would maybe push you in a certain direction. Yeah, I agree. And I think as I'm a big believer of the whole group has to be on the same page. You all have to want the same things. And I am not about, like this person said, some dumb edgy teen being unpredictable. I get it. That is frustrating. But yeah, you should talk to him instead of killing him with death by 100 dragons.
100. These clearly didn't have a session 0. and I think there maybe needed to be a bit more communication between the DM and the player.
Yeah, I don't think this person's entirely wrong, though.
Oh, no. I think the person who's done this to this person is the person who's wrong.
I agree. Don't do that to your DM, and don't do that to your group.
Don't do that to your DM, don't do that to your group.
Don't.
If you want to play a chaotic, evil character, you need to thoroughly run that past by your DM. And talk about the ways that it's going to be evil, and talk about the ways it's going to be chaotic.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a chaotic character,
Yeah.
I think you should run it past your DM. They're going to be chaotic in this way, because it can get disruptive in many ways.
Yeah, I agree. So is it an unpopular opinion?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. But
do you know what? When they said pathetic at the beginning, I was like, oh no.
Yeah. Obviously, this person is hurt, which you can tell. And
I can understand.
Sorry, I hope you worked it out.
Yeah, because you could have. I think you could have. Hopefully.
So I would like to move on to what I consider to be the most controversial thing in this.
Oh no.
Are you ready?
Go on then.
Number 7.
Oh, I'm scared.
Playing humans in D&D is fine.
Look, I'm about to leap across this table and fight the fucking shit out of you.
I am absolutely. I'm giving myself away here. I am calling myself out.
Read the rest of it before you say anything.
This is a role-playing game. If someone wants to play a human fighter, let them.
Absolutely.
I don't main human fighters. I play lizard folk and dragonborn barbarians. The +1 to all the stats can be pretty useful in some situations. I'm not discounting any of that.
If you ever played a variant human, you get a feat at level 1.
No, I've never played a variant human, and I've never played a human because I would rather die.
So, here's where me and Margaret, we agree on most things, and we love each other dearly. But I'll fucking leap across this table and fight you right now.
Yeah,
because
you know what?
Because in D&D, I play a human basically every time, and in WoW, my main is
a human warrior.
It's a human warrior.
It's a human fucking warrior, isn't it? I cannot. I've said this before. I'll say it again. Take this human flesh sack off me. Let me be a hot elf lady.
You can be a hot elf lady, but it doesn't discount the fact that I'm allowed to be. I'm not saying I'm a min-maxer, but being able to take... I love the way, and obviously the way that D&D's going at the minute, feats are more important, and I was looking at the Pathfinder, and you get a feat at every level in Pathfinder.
Do you?
How mad's that? The feats are far different, but I
Interesting.
love a feat. Personally, I think it lets you lean into a playstyle quite heavily, and being a level 1 human is basic, but getting that playstyle from level 1 is so important to me. Do you want to know what? Because I'm the forever DM, I might not even be able to create another character anymore, but because you can get because now we've just homebrewed the rule that you can get feats at level 1.
Yeah.
Then I might not play a human. But do you want to know what? I kind of love the fantasy of being Bob the human, who's a fucking badass blade singer wizard.
Cannot disagree more. You know what?
It might be unpopular, my friend, but I agree.
I am, of course, not being serious here. Yeah, if you want to play a human fighter, fucking go ahead.
I fucking will.
But I'm not going to look at you.
I'm not going to interact with your character.
My
character is going to hate your character. My character is actually racist against humans.
Exactly. So yeah, that's a nice little funny one.
I like that one.
That's a nice funny one. No, I think yes, it's fine. Just don't fucking look at me.
Just don't talk to me ever
don't
again.
Don't talk to me.
We won't talk out of the session.
My elven eyes do not see you. Okay, number 8.
Okay.
In Dungeons and Dragons, it is bad when dungeon masters fudge rolls even to save players.
I don't like this already.
Among online D&D communities, it is widely accepted that any and all cheaters from playing is bad. I agree with the sentiment. Fair enough. There is widely different perception about cheating from the DM. The most common form of DM cheating is fudging rolls to save players and increasing monster health after players do a lot of damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is generally done to improve the player experience. However, it has the effect of reducing the power of player choice to nothing. I believe it's a form of railroading. Maybe it can improve the player experience if players don't catch on to the cheating. However, if players do catch on, it takes all excitement out of the game. Death is no longer a risk. No, sorry, you good?
I'm going to say right now, this person has either never been a DM or is the most perfect DM who can never get anything wrong.
Oh, shit. Maybe they took advice from the dude earlier.
Oh, yeah, the guy earlier. This person's obviously never ran a module.
No, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Don't you fucking dare presume that this person's run a module.
No,
Because they
never.
would never run a module,
Mm,
Margaret.
mhm.
They would never run a module.
Never. So death is no longer a risk, and players know that good performance will just result in increasing boss HP.
Not true.
As such, no matter what combat, will always be X many rounds with the same outcome. You finish on, I also feel like DM cheating is much more easy to detect than DMs realize. If DMs increase the health of a non-homebrew monster, I will know for sure that DM has cheated.
Well, that's sad as fuck, mate.
Yeah.
Because you've fucking just gone through the rules and researched all the mob's HP just so you can tell when a DM's cheating.
Yeah, I know, I hate that.
Fuck me, do you just hate fun?
Yeah, I
Right.
know, I hate
Let's start
that.
from the beginning because I've got a lot to say about this.
Yeah.
My second session as a DM ever, I used a non-D&D source material Wendigo.
Yeah.
I nerfed it a little bit because it was still too powerful for you guys to fight. Let me just run you quickly through what happened. We roll initiative.
Mm-hmm.
I go first.
Mm.
I run up towards. I rolled a d6 because you were all stood there in a line. And
Obviously.
it had no preconceived notions as to who was the most dangerous
Yeah.
or who had done something that would like make it want to attack them.
Yeah.
So I rolled a d6. I target Matthew. He's the sorcerer. I run up. It has 2 attacks. I knock them prone. I knock Matthew prone. And then I roll a natural 20 and kill him in one go.
Yeah.
Okay? My second, it was then your go. Matthew
Mhm.
rolled a death save and stuff like that. It was then your go. You were a furbolg. What you could have done was hidden stepped
it.
and moved away.
Yep.
You forgot to do that. You moved away. I roll a natural 20. I kill her in one shot.
Yeah.
It comes to Josh's go, who's a paladin. He has his go. He does some damage. The thing looks quite hurt. And then it comes to my go. Believe it or not, I roll a natural 20. At that moment, I could have TPK'd my entire party, gotten rid of all of their characters that they'd worked really hard on creating, their backstories, and their just character sheets and what they wanted, feats and all that good stuff.
And your story as
And
well.
my story. And do you want to know what? I changed that roll from a 20 into a normal hit, and I didn't kill him.
And then that campaign went on to be one of the best campaigns you ever played.
Fudging rolls sometimes needs to happen because sometimes things just go wrong.
I agree. I think a lot of times, especially once you kind of get past that really squishy, like 1 to 3 first levels, a lot of combats come down to either bad decisions or bad rolls.
Yeah, just bad luck.
Yeah, just bad luck. And that is the point of the game, is the luck.
Yeah. But also, increasing boss HP. Let's just say, okay, another instance. You've worked all week on this awesome dungeon crawl. A dungeon crawl, can be a good way of the players managing the resources.
Mm-hmm.
When do we rest? When do we expend spells? When do we expend hit dice? When do we expend magical item uses? If you walk in at the first room and all roll natural 20s, we fought a varied Elderbrain in Matthew's campaign.
Yes.
You were a Berserker Barbarian.
Yeah.
I was a Hexblade Warlock, and Ross was some sort of wizard.
It was a divination.
It was a divination wizard.
Yes.
Yeah. In the first round, Ross rolled a natural 20 on a spell.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled 2 natural 20s on my hits, and then also cast Banishing Smite. So I was just pumping the damage. You were a Berserker who went berserk and then crit 2 of the 3 times.
We fucking smashed that little brain in.
Yeah, and we probably should have killed it. And Matthew was like, I did have to add some HP. Do you want to know what? I didn't begrudge
Yeah,
him because
good.
I wanted to see what this thing could do.
Yeah, good.
And there was more dungeon after that.
Yeah.
And he had planned for more dungeon after that
Yeah,
moment.
and the whole thing of, the players can tell. It's like, thing is, back at that point, no, I actually couldn't tell that is what happened because I didn't have much experience. This is the curse of knowledge.
Yeah.
This is a perfect example of the curse of knowledge. Just because you know something, you're taking the fun out of it for yourself.
Yeah, you're taking out the fun. And for us, I homebrew every monster basically.
Mhm.
I might use like if there's like minions or something like that, I might use actual stat blocks and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I use my own, and there is times where I want it to just go one more round because it's suspenseful. It's not going to do anything else other than add suspense to the fight
Yeah.
or let this thing cast something that might. Let's just say it casts a spell that you didn't know it had. It has this weird sort of magic that
Yeah.
then. These creatures have this magic. We've seen this magic before in this place, in this land, and it adds something to the story.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to be like, oh, it's dead, you didn't see the magic because, that's the game and I can't add hit points. No.
Yeah.
You either haven't been a DM, and
Which
you haven't,
I don't think this person has been.
or you're the greatest DM and you've never made a mistake.
Yeah,
I do agree. Sorry, I'm just ranting here.
No.
I'm just ranting here. I do agree that you shouldn't do it very often because sometimes it does take away from maybe an amazing round or like an amazing spell that someone cast, and like they've like ended a combat just from one spell.
Yes.
You shouldn't take that away from players. But if there's something that you need to happen, it's okay to do.
Yeah.
If you just fuck up or you're just rolling too many 20s and you don't want to kill your party because, you know, TPKing's never fun.
No.
A character death can mean a lot in a lot of ways. It can add another layer to the story.
Yeah.
But
TPKing at level 2.
Because I fucked up because I didn't know how to balance a combat back then. It just happens. But yes, I agree. Don't do it all the time because it does take away. Yes,
I can agree with that. I do agree with that. In fact, but
Sorry, I got heated there.
No, I understand why, because this is more pertinent to yourself than it is to me, obviously, because you're the forever DM. But as well as that, you just made a good point. What if someone in the beginning just absolutely nukes something? First round of combat, someone just is able to pull it out of the bag. What about everyone else?
Your DM sets up the battle map and has all the things that they've prepared, and they set the scene, and the music's on, and the lighting's changed. Oh, and because this thing is vulnerable to this damage, you just fucking turbo nuke it in the first round. That's not fun for the DM or anyone else.
Your DM has to have fun as well.
Yeah.
It's a game that everyone should be enjoying. And imagine if that happened, right? Someone did nuke it, we ended the combat. Everyone else is sat there after being excited for going into a combat. Yeah. They've got all their spells ready, or they've prepared whatever they need to.
They've got their plan of action.
And then it's over.
As
long as everyone is having fun.
Doesn't matter.
I
mean, I think now I don't think I would ever... It depends. I don't think I would ever run a combat that could probably get killed in one round.
Yeah, but you didn't know that in the beginning.
But I didn't know that in the beginning, exactly.
And again, that's not your fault, but it's also not your player's fault. No, and they didn't deserve to TPK because of it.
No, absolutely not.
And I again, I feel like this person has a personal problem. And listen, do not, if you know the stat blocks of a creature, okay? First of all, don't assume.
Tell them.
Because when you assume, makes an ass out of you and me. Correct. Right? You can't ever assume that things are exactly as written. And if you believe the things should be exactly as written, then I don't know what to tell you. Do not try to tell your DM how to run their combats.
No.
Or how to deal with their monsters or their magic items or anything. Keep it to your fucking self.
Keep it to yourself.
That's all.
Agreed.
So yeah, that is fucking unpopular.
Don't like it.
Okay, so we're coming up to our last two.
Okay.
So number 9. Dungeons and Dragons should never have become as popular as it did.
Okay. My brain is flying with all of the reasons why.
I know there are a lot of people who play this game, but I do not see the point in it.
Okay.
You would rather live in a fantasy world and create a persona that depends on the luck of a roll?
Yes.
A video game lets you be someone else as well. Like, if you need to escape your life, read a book, watch a movie, play a video game.
Play D&D.
Yeah.
All of those things are viable.
You want to hang out with friends? There are endless things you can talk about. But since this is about the infamous D&D, I will not get into LARPing, which is just a spin-off of Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh my god.
But there are better ways to spend your time than playing a game.
Says who? You?
I love how this person is like, better ways to spend your time than playing a game. However, they literally suggest go play a game.
Also, D&D is hanging out with your friends. Should
have never made it out of the 80s.
Fuck off.
Just weird.
What? Why? What? Who hurt you? How did Dungeons and Dragons hurt? How did any TTRPG role? How did it hurt you? And why does it need to stay in the 80s?
But the thing is, this person says it perfectly. I don't see the point of it. No, you don't.
Probably because you never played it, mate.
Yeah, you don't see the point of it, so don't weigh in on things you don't.
you can just go hang out with your friends. When we play D&D, we do hang out
We
with
get
our
to
friends
sit with our best friends in the fucking world.
for fucking
like
4 or 5 hours
Yeah.
and just play D&D.
We always, even outside of the D&D, we have a catch up, we have a laugh, we eat some stuff together, we have some snacks.
There's many things in this world that people do to relax.
Mm-hmm.
People read books to relax.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I've tried it.
Mm-hmm.
And there are so many books out there that I know I'm missing out on.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to tell people that they shouldn't do that to relax because I don't like it.
Like the people who listen to whale noises.
Yeah. The people who like jump out of airplanes because it like fulfills
Yeah.
them in some way. I couldn't think of anything worse. But they can do that if they want.
I like how our polar opposites were whale noises and jumping up.
I don't like whales either. I mean,
Oh, what? Oh,
that's
cancel him. Cancel
unpopular
him. quick.
opinion.
I
Unpopular opinion.
I don't like
whales.
whales.
It's not I don't like whales, but me and Margaret have both got a very strange fear of like
Deep water.
Yeah, we
Not-
don't
not
like
the whales,
it,
not
and
the
the things
whales.
that live in there just scare me. So, look, if you want to do that to relax, fine. But why can't I do it? Why am I not? Why does this person say that I'm not allowed to do it?
There are better ways to spend your time. Listen.
According to who? You?
Listen. You said it yourself. You don't get it. Fair enough.
You just don't get it. Just leave it at that.
Yeah. Although saying that,
Stop telling people what to do.
if this person hadn't have posted this, we wouldn't have been able to refer to it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just think that's just funny.
And unpopular.
And unpopular. I feel like that is, yes, definitely unpopular. You would rather live in a fantasy world? Yes.
Of course I would.
Yes.
I wouldn't have the Tories running my
Yes.
fucking country.
Oh,
my
goodness.
country, if I own it.
Exactly.
I wouldn't have all the sadness that goes along with living at the minute.
Wouldn't have racists,
Yeah,
homophobes.
well, they probably would still be racists in the fantasy world.
Yeah, but I could just shank them.
Yeah, you could just kill them.
I could just
with
shank 'em.
spells and awesome
Maybe
stuff.
I'm the chaotic evil person.
Oh my God.
No. Yeah,
Just
I want. Please, let me live in a fantasy world.
yeah.
Please.
Boo.
Okay.
Are we on the final one?
What on the final
I
one?
feel like that's flown by.
Doesn't it?
So weird.
So number 10.
Oh no.
Dungeons and Dragons is fucking lame.
Oh no! My kryptonite.
Obviously, in media like movies or TV shows, it makes it look like the biggest loser virgin hobby ever, and it doesn't help. But even in real life, the thing is so ridiculous and requires so much preparation for such a dumb game. Really looks like only ultra nerds play this shit. I would rather play fucking Monopoly. I hate that game.
Oh my God.
Thank you for joining us. Episode 5.
I don't know if there's a huge amount to discuss here. This person just fucking hates D&D.
You know what? Wear it on. Yeah, wear your hat on your chest.
Yeah, sleeves.
No.
Wear your hat on your chest. Oh my God.
Oh, good. That's where it is. Yeah.
No, it's in your chest, not on your chest.
Yours is in your chest.
Yeah, okay.
That's so fucking funny, man.
Yeah, there's not much to say. This guy just fucking hates D&D.
Yep. Biggest loser virgin hobby ever.
Yeah,
So funny.
that's me. Loser version.
Yep. I just thought, you know what? Let's just end it on a light one.
Fair enough.
End it on a
Yeah.
little funny one. Quite good.
That
What
was
did you
good.
think? What do you think of the array of unpopular opinions we
I
had
thought they were
today?
really good. I liked how they were mixed in with funny ones. And
Yeah.
quite serious ones. And do you want to know what? I thought you were going to, when you talked about unpopular opinions, I thought it was
Mhm.
going to be like rules.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because, you know, there's a lot of rules that are quite, like, unpopular, like encumbrance and things like that.
Yeah,
so
yeah. You know what? That's a good point. I didn't think of it like that. No.
That's what I thought, but they were awesome too.
Interesting. Did I completely throw you off when I went in straight in with Dungeon Synth? then?
Yeah,
Right.
Dungeon Synth.
Fair enough. Do we have any unpopular D&D opinions then?
We'll save that for a different one.
Oh,
We can talk about
right.
our unpopular opinions.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Like encumbrance.
Fucking hating
Just give you a sneak peek of that there. Anything you would like to end on?
No, I think that's good.
Yeah.
I feel like that really ended it perfectly.
Oh yeah, that said everything it needed to say.
It did.
D&D's fucking lame. You play the game,
If
you're
you
lame.
if you play it, you're a virgin, and you're lame.
And peace out.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have been the Eldritch Pod Blast. Thank you for watching episode 5. If you enjoyed it, please please comment. Honestly, I can't even express how.
Every time the phone lights up with a comment, Margaret's like nearly in tears. She's like,
Like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell button.
to know when we upload our new videos.
Yes. We will see you on
Is this Monday?
What day is it now? Friday.
This is a
Thursday's
terrible
has just
ending.
been. Yeah, so sorry. This is just.
We'll see you in the next episode.
on Monday.
Goodbye.
Bye.